So you stumbled on the NAPALM channel. Blown fuse panel, killed and tremble. Smoke a camel, don't get anal. It's classic games all the time. Watch me rhyme, stream full time in my prime. Killing undead like I'm Rick Grimes. Stream starting soon, so let's attune. Streams in the afternoon beneath the moon, let's commune. Getting old, need a spoon when I eat my prunes. I learned to group in Black Burrow, end up in the dunes. So hit the like and the sub and the bell. I don't smell pretty swell in the dungeons where I dwell. You'll be a fan, I foretell. Shoot a spell when I yell and be my clientele.
Hello everybody, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Hey, partner, that shirt you're wearing looks uncomfortable. I mean, I think it's fine. Hey, this is way better. It's from Into the AM, the most comfortable and well-fitting shirts in the world, baby! And the price is good too. Check the link in the description because on top of all the great deals they already have, you're going to get an additional 10% off using my link. You'll be supporting this channel and you get the best shirts ever made. You don't know what you're missing till you got it on. It's a win!
I want to give a very special thank you to the members of NAPALM for your contributions month over month in keeping me full-time. You help me pay the bills so I can keep streaming and pumping out content, and I truly appreciate all of you. Thank you so much, and I think you might be interested in becoming a member of the channel. Please click the join button down below the video for more information and join our family. And I want to give an extremely big shout out to the Lords of NAPALM. Bounty Code, Jared Woodhouse, Daimlos, Sparrow, Random Rob, Rodney Mom, Gallery Moonsong, What's the Takeaway, Bad Wolf Gaming, Cobalt, William Long, Ohalo. What is up, everybody? We're live with some Embers of Drift. We are going to be playing some Embers of Drift tonight. Obviously, there's a lot of things going on in the Pantheon space. We'll obviously probably be talking about a little bit of that, but we're going to definitely be playing some Embers of Drift. So what I'd like to do today, I see we got quite a few people gathered here. If you've got a high level, come join us. We need your help. If you got a low level, come join us. We want to help you. So what we like to do on Thursday nights is help out low level characters. Run around with you, get you some XP, complete quests, whatever it is that is most needed. I do feel like since we're, next week, this coming Tuesday, the Magic is going to come out. I do feel like levels is kind of the major factor here. I'm also seeing we've got some people here in the teens. So for sure, I think that's going to be the biggest help to people tonight is if we can't just get people in a group and get them some levels. I think that's going to be the most beneficial. So that's kind of what I'm thinking we'll probably end up doing tonight. So if you got somebody on the way, let me know because I don't want to run off and leave you. If I don't have to, we'll have to eventually get this train on the move. We did start a little late because we have that, we have the Q&A's been going on over on the Pantheon Discord. It was super important that I listened to it. I mean, guys, a lot of information was actually dropped there, such as bringing the Paladin online for testing. Obviously, I'm super excited about that. It sound like, which I'm going to cover all this tomorrow, but it does sound like they're being a little bit more open and a little bit more leaning into the fact that they are an indie team. And I think this whole horrible disaster with the leak has kind of forced them in a position where they're going to have to start treating the community properly with communication, all that kind of thing. So they're talking about bringing classes in half-baked, let us test them, help them build that first build kind of thing, which is exactly what they need to do. They're an indie team. They got to do what they got to do, and nobody expects perfection as soon as you release it. They shouldn't be wasting development time trying to get to that point because they're an indie team, and they should just be releasing this stuff and letting us test it. Also, we've got that new information with Alpha Pledges coming in. It's a big deal. So we got a lot of stuff going on. But Tonight, I'd like to mainly focus on playing this wonderful MMO that's here right now, that's classically spirited, that's a wonderful world, a wonderful development team that's been open and communicates ridiculously well with their community, doesn't have any of those issues, and has a fully playable MMORPG, and that is Embers of Drift. So hopefully we can get in here and we can have some fun tonight. Blow off a little bit of steam, have a good time. All right, so let's see here. I'm going to, we got Smorlord here, who's obviously a high level, and also a healer. Let me see how many low levels we've got. We've got Kolos, Amber Melon, Hysteria, 14, Kane. What level's Kane? Got Kane's level 10. Illy, what level are you? 70. Wow, great job. Tearing it up, dude. What about Syntax? What was Syntax? Syntax is 16. We've got some decent levels here. 14, Mrs. Awesome. Alright, is there any other high levels coming? Cease is here, level 20. I don't know if she's coming for this or not, though. Good job talking about Pantheon today. Thank you, man. Any other high levels on their way? Splitting up groups and go to different spots would be the best. That would be the best way, I think. Because it gets confusing on who pulled the mob, right? Of course, we could just have dedicated healers that just take turns as well. I think it's going to also depend on where we go, right? So if we go, there's some place we could probably just split and probably be fine. But I think overall we'll get the better experience if we all go to different places. I'm going to grab up, you're the higher level Smorlord. We're going to see how this goes. We'll probably have to mix this around a little bit. But since you're the higher level, I'm going to try to grab up the lowest of these people. So like Amber Melon, who's level 12. Let me invite him. Okay, who else is really low in that range? Got a 14 here. Argaris is here to help. Nice. You're going to help a lot, Argaris. Let's see, what is Kane? Kane is level 10. Alright, I'm going to invite Kane. Alright, and let's see here. 17, 16, 14. Okay, I'll get Miss Awesome. And we'll hop in a Discord here, Gulo, so we can communicate better. Let me switch this camera real quick, guys. I'm gonna get on Discord here. There we go. All right, now let me pull you in here, Gulo. And we'll start organizing this. Hey!
What's up, man?
Yeah, I figured we could organize this a little better for on voice chat together.
Yeah, sounds good.
So I'm trying to grab up the lowest of the levels. I've got Miss Awesome, I've got Kane, I've got Amber Melon, so 10 to 14 is the range I'm trying to go for.
Okay, and I'll get the like 15 to 20s probably.
Yeah.
I'll get, like Cease and let's see.
I'm assuming there's still some more people running here, but I don't know that for a fact. Okay, Hysteria, I'm gonna grab him. He's 14. Almost got a full group. 1, 2, 3, 4, and every single one of these is a healer. So between all of them, they might be able to keep me healed. They'll definitely be able to, because we'll be in. So if this throws up the balance, and we need to throw a 14 over to you for healing, or you're a healer, actually. What am I talking about?
Yeah, I can do everything with the group. I can tank the mobs and heal them if it's like level 20-ish, and it looks like that's what I'm getting, like 16, 17s right now. Cease has to go to bed.
Okay.
So if there's any leftover little bit lower ones, I can grab them too. But
I think we've got it.
About it.
Yeah, I think we've got it. Is there anybody in chat? Let me know, because we'll wait a little while if you're on your way. Magic is coming on December 30, or sorry, not December, on October 31st, here next week on Tuesday. As for the existing classes, if you mean to say you want a caster class, that's not going to be in the game. There's not going to be like a wizard suddenly. That's going to have to come later. As far as we know, at least, I don't think any of these classes are suddenly going to be casters. I don't know that for a fact. We haven't seen all the magic, but I'm assuming not. Okay, here's somebody else trying up. He's not in our guild, though. I think he just might actually be trying to get to the Ember. He's looking a little weird. He's backing up. He's level 11, though. He could be in my group if he wants to be. Anyone going to play the Pantheon extraction thing? I mean, I don't know if you watched my video today, Bad Wolf Gaming, but with the breakdown recently, I don't think it's that bad. It's just a slice of Pantheon, little bit at a time. You're still in the world. You're still in the dungeons. You're still fighting their mobs. You're still doing their gameplay loop. They just put you on a time limit, which kind of forces you into testing what they need to be tested, right? So they set up quests that direct you in places they want you to go, doing things they want you to do. You don't even have to do it. You can just be like, nah, I'm just gonna go camp, or I'm just gonna go explore. I'm just gonna go gather and crap. You can do whatever you want. The only caveat is that you have to be, you got a limit, you got a time limit, right? So it sounds like they've only added some small, easy to implement rule sets in order to kind of force us to do what they want to be the testers for what they need tested. In a way, it's kind of genius, actually, once you really get to understand it. So I'm actually not pissed about it. I'm not excited. I still would just rather play an MMO, right? But for a testing environment, and they're going to open up to alpha to be able to play by the end of the year, and Paladin and all kinds of other classes are going to be slapped in there for us to test. I don't know, man. I'm kind of cool with it. It'll be all right. Yeah, I'll take what I can get. Yeah. It's just for testing. They said like 100 tests. Now, they may put it in as a mode, like a Battlegrounds type thing, where if you're that kind of person, you like that, it's an optional thing in the game. They didn't guarantee it, but they said they may. And it'd be like a PvP option later down the road. But for now, they really just made this thing to be a tool for testing, to force us to do what they want us to do, because we're a wily bunch. All right. Is there anybody here not in a group? I'm going to ask in the thing. Okay, Dakari. What level is Daktari? 16. How are you full?
I have one spot.
Okay, Daktari's 16.
I could take
because I've got room too. Okay. Let me check.
I've got all 16s and 17s right now, so that's perfect range.
Anybody need a group?
No, my group's full.
Make sure we didn't forget anybody. And what about Argaris? Is he going with you? Because I'll bring him with me. I've got room.
Yeah, it's up to you guys. Argaris and he's high level, so I mean he can help you guys and
because I don't do a lot of damage, right? I can hold a lot of aggro.
I think I'll be okay. I think I'll be okay to just mow down everything, and my group can keep me alive and have fun.
I think so. Illy's in your group?
Yes.
Okay. I think we might have got everybody.
Do you have a preference where your group goes?
Let me think. We're level 10 to 14. So let's see. After the central vein, it'd be after that. Maybe we should go to I don't know what would be best. Maybe that
CV2. CV2 is a little high for the 10s, but that would still be okay. Let's see.
And CV2 entrance is in North Shore, is that right?
Northreach.
Yeah.
And actually, if you take them through the spider side, that's the lower side of CV2. I don't know if you've done that before.
The spider side. That might be fun.
The spider side of CV2. So that's like 8 through 12, but then it turns into the regular side of CV, which is like 14 plus.
Exile camp would be good. That's true too. The exile camp would be really good. for everybody, and there's gear drops there. Where are you going to take yours? Where are you thinking for yours? One of the EVs and
We're
Meadowlands?
talking about it right now. This sounds like they want to do wolves and spiders. They're a little low, but that's perfect for me to go in there. So I could do wolves and spiders in Meadowlands. You could take your guys to Aquifer. Aquifer for cars.
Ooh,
that's not bad.
Aquifer would be really good.
Pins are a little bit, but that's, yeah, that'd still be good for him. Especially if you have Arg with you, you guys are just going to destroy.
Yeah, Aquifer would be really good. That might be the best. I'm going to ask,
Right,
see what they'd rather do, but I'm going to do one of those, either Exiles or Aquifer.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
All right, well, let's move out, gang. And we'll run there in case people don't have the, because we got level 10s and stuff. Obviously, we're not going to be teleporting or anything. We're just going to run there. It's not that far of a run. All right, here we go. Fun times ahead. Let's get that XP. See some dings happening tonight. I'm going to let everybody zone out here before we move. What's up, Wild Relic? How you doing, man? Gonna try it, though it feels bad. Yeah, it doesn't sound exciting, you know. It's kind of what I said in my video today. It doesn't sound exciting. It's not like I'm super hyped about it or anything with the Pantheon thing, but, I mean, it's, with the clarity, it's better than what it seemed before. Okay, there's our Garrus. All right, here we go. Gonna retry the game. The magic comes out. It's free. This game is free to try until November 5th. October 31st, the magic comes out. Do keep in mind, though, there isn't, like, gonna suddenly be a caster classes. It's the same classes are in the game currently on October 31st. You do need to be level 20 to unlock the classes. Now, you say you're gonna retry, so I don't know what level your character is, but I just thought I'd let you know. That's part of why we're doing this tonight, to help people gain a few levels, get them a little closer to that, being able to do the magic. So this is kind of a system we kind of invented, I don't know, some months ago, where we get a couple of high levels in a group with low levels, and we go to a place that's a good level for the low levels, and because there's high levels in the group, we're not getting any XP or anything, but we can kill the mobs really fast, and they do get the XP. It's not what I would call power leveling, but it is faster because the things die quicker because of the high levels in the group. And it's just super fun, to be honest. Yeah, it's faster, right? Things go according to plan. And everybody in my group, when we get to the zone line, go ahead and zone in. I'm just going to wait on the other side. I just want to make sure everybody zones before I do. Just in case somebody's using my portrait to know where to run. Didn't get very far. I'll go ahead and start leveling then. Yeah. Scroll down. And you'll see the download. I guess you probably already know that, but...
All right, Nathan, I'm gonna hop down, or I'm gonna hop to the other voice channel.
All right.
To try and get my group organized, and then if you need me, just pull me up.
All right, man. How's Steve doing, by the way? In his business, doing good? As far as I know. As far as I know. I haven't really talked to Steve in a little bit. Had a small conversation with them the other day, just showing off my new mullet wig, and that's about it. Oh, I hope we do get that rod drop. That'd be nice. Got a bunch of healers in our group. Hopefully we get many of them. Oh, whoops, I just zoned like a moron. Paladin before Christmas, by the way? Yeah, I know. I was in there. I was in there. Pretty excited about that. Now, it'll be half-baked, you know what I'm saying? Like, they weren't actually going to release it. They just kind of feel like everybody's so mad they might as well start giving us some stuff that we want. And I think this is how they should do it. We shouldn't get classes when they're ready. They're not going to be ready. You're going to have to rework them anyway. Just slap it in the game. As long as it's functional, let us start testing it, and you can go, you know, let the devs take it from there. That's indie dev work right there. All right, I may need to zoom back over. I'm afraid somebody didn't... I messed somebody up by zoning. I'm going to zone back over just in case they need my portrait to help get them to the zone line. Yeah, streaming sounds like it's coming out too, so you can absolutely guarantee I will be very loudly asking for them to let me stream the Pantheon or the Paladin in Pantheon. It's been a long time talking about that. Well, Dave, think you can get him back with Magic incoming? Yeah, I think it's likely Dave will come back at some point. Something in all the excitement going on in Embers is going to draw Dave back, I think. But we'll see. It could not even be the Magic for Dave. It could be like one of these new dungeons. It could be a lot of things that makes him decide he wants to jump back in. Yes, there was a discussion on the Pantheon only, or whatever it's called. It's a public facing. Okay, everybody's in Meadowlands, so I'm back in. It was something public facing where it was posted where they said, where Joppa said like they know they're gonna have to lift the NDA soon. And I've been in talks with them about streaming for a while, where they're like soon. It's just not Embers without Dave. Yeah. Without Dave, I'm not in constant fear of being banned also. Is Witcher in his... Oh boy, I'm not saying that. Witcher is working. Witcher's, he's got a new job, so he's kind of head down. Probably dog tired when he gets home. I wouldn't be surprised though if he doesn't show up tonight. That wouldn't shock me at all. Okay. Yeah, sorry guys, I zoned back over. I was trying to make sure everybody was good. Hopefully the people ran ahead know where they're going, didn't just follow Mr. C, because he's going to a different area than us. Because we're going to the aquifer, which I'm trying to remember. Let's see, which one is that? It's on the water. I think it's that one. So we need to actually head north once we hit this next Ember ring. Yeah, we head north here, we'll hit it. Oh, I said Mr. Sam Manculo. My bad. Is Elloa joining y'all today? No, it's really late Elloa's time. It's like probably 1, almost 2 o'clock in the morning her time. She's probably asleep. I saw that she's been doing some groups, though, in the times I'm not playing, which works out really well. There's almost always one of us online. I saw a funny little clip someone posted in our Embers channel where she said, if Mugen isn't dying, we're not doing it right. Aqua does drop that support staff. It sure does. It's rare, but it does drop there. Oof. 4 a.m. your time, too? Only awake because wife and I are doing taxes while the kids sleep. Ooh, taxes. We haven't started that yet. Yeah, that's a big shield. I need to switch it when I'm running. Yeah, it's from a rat named, what is his name? Starts to see Collector, I think. I think that's his name. Definitely know it when I see it. The Cleaner. That's it, the Cleaner. I was close. Collector, Cleaner. You know, when you're cleaning, you collect things up to put them in the waste bin, right? It's close. I was close. Yeah, the Cleaner's the one, yeah. What's up, Thunder Dragon? That staff looks really good, too. It's beautiful. Happy grinding all! Oh, you like my MTV shirt? Yeah, man. Classic. A classic. Never heard of this game. Well, well, well. Classically spirited MMO by an indie team. It's fully released. We're getting magic. It didn't have magic. Still doesn't. We're getting it on October 31st. Here this coming Tuesday. We got a big old guild. Tonight we're going to a low-level dungeon here to help some low levels, mid to low levels, get some XP. We got 2 groups going. Mine, and then Gula's got another one that he's taken to another area because they're a little bit higher level than my group. It's very similar to EQ in the way it feels in game design, world design, that kind of thing. Like I said, though, there are some differences. It is its own game. But if you like EverQuest, the turnover ratio of the hundreds of people that I've gotten to play Embers that comes from EverQuest backgrounds to Embers, it's like a 97, 98% of them love Embers. So it's really good, really close. All right, let's go in, folks. The Aquifer. Dark and Darker. I'm thinking of giving up on Pantheon and looking for a new MMO similar to EverQuest. Yeah, I mean, I can understand people at the particular point in development just wanting... Look, I mean, I said my video today. I've got 1 foot out myself. You know, I'm not standing in the middle of the water telling everybody to come in that the water's fine anymore, right? So I get it. Embers is a great way to feel good about Pantheon because it's close enough to the vision that you'll be like, oh, well. When you hear anything bad about Pantheon, you'll be like, oh, well. Anyway, I'm going to play some Embers, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. And honestly, the future of this game looks so bright. Alright, we'll wait for everybody to get in here, and then we shall begin. Get ready to get lost with the NAPALM. We will always have EverQuest. That's true. And some freshy fresh Dark Age of Camelot in December. That's right. Yeah, there's no... But I think what people say they say they're giving up or whatever is they just mean they're sick of the drama. They just don't want to... You know what I mean? They just want to do something else and not think about it for a while. Check back in on it, if, you know, every 6 months kind of thing. I think that's what people mean. Embers is fun. I will play again once I have time. Love it, Skate Ross. It's been 10 years since Pantheon was announced. No in your release. Graphics have gone to the bad. Yeah, I understand. It's been a roller coaster. All right, we're all here. Let's do this thing. Okay, just making sure. I'm gonna go ahead and drink my little drinky drink. Eat my little bread. Okay, and we've got crowd control and everything. We'll be fine. I don't think I'll need urine while we're in here. I'm gonna turn it off and we'll see how it goes. Where'd that frog? There's a little light in here. We'll be pulling to here for a minute. No, this game is not on Steam. It's free to play until November 5th. So you don't have to pay anything to try it. Make sure it runs good on your computer. It is an indie title. It does have some pretty nice, slick graphics. Make sure it runs right. Don't spend any money for now. All you need to do is go to embersadrift.com, make an account, and once you make your account, go to my account, scroll down. You'll see where you can buy it. Keep scrolling down. You'll see where you can download it for free. All the way, and you can play it for free with subscriber perks and everything. Oh, dang, I didn't mean to do that. All the way until November 5th. Then, if you decide to buy it, you can use my link. I have a link on every Embers Adrift video on my channel, which is, I think we're about to hit 200 videos on the channel, so every single one right at the top of the description has my link. It's actually, if you look right below this video right now, there's the link. And if you decide you're going to get it, though, I recommend buying it before the 5th or on the 5th, because after the 5th, it's going to go back up to its normal price. It's on sale right now for only $20. Subscription is not required. It has an optional sub. There is no cash shop. Devs have said they would rather go out of business than have a cash shop. $10 sub fee if you decide you want to do that, support the devs. You do get extra character slot. You know, you get 5 character slots. If you do the sub, you get more bank space and some other perks. But most importantly, you're supporting the devs who are really busting their butt with big, meaty monthly updates and really building this MMO into something super special. Yeah, you guys need on everything. I'm only gonna need on urine. I can't help myself. Really don't even need it. I know that I will be needing on it when it drops, just because it's a habit. And we don't have any other tanks, so. If we did, I would do my best to not need it, but we don't have any other tanks, so I'll need on the urine. That's it. Get a little bit of stamina back. Hey, what's up, Tom? Magic, the first wave of all the classes that currently exist, getting Magic comes out on October 31st. And no, there is not a map for dungeons. There is a map for the Outworld. However, it doesn't GPS you. You only know where you're at on the map when you're at a point of interest, such as an Ember Ring. It will turn blue. It does have a... The way you know which way you're going is using landmarks you can see in the zone, as well as there's a big blue planet in the sky that you can look for that always points you north. So you can figure out where east, west, south is, right? Really cool system. I love the map system in this game. It's old school, but a little better. But still feels old school. They do a lot of stuff in this game that's like, it's old school, but not as unforgiving, right? Like, the death penalty in this game, yes, you drop your bag. That's why our guild is called Bag Runs. However, you get to keep all the equipment you're wearing, and it points you to where your bag is so you can get it back, right? So it just drops the things that are on you. No XP penalty. So it feels like EverQuest, but it's not quite as severe, you know what I'm saying? And they do a lot of stuff like that in this game, where it's obviously got EverQuest roots or Vanguard roots, a lot of things like the Chevron, see the little 3-up. A lot of things are inspired by some of the classics, but they kind of do their own spin on it. They try to slightly modernize things a little bit. Yeah, I appreciate you pulling Argaris. That helps a lot, so I can get a little bit of my stamina back in between pulls. Could see the cleaner up here, possibly. I think this is one of the spots he can be. Feels like it's accomplished what Pantheon has tried to do for the last 8 years. Yeah, that's the feeling a lot of us are getting, for sure. I've had so many people come and comment to me and tell me I'm so glad I've got Embers because the stuff with Pantheon's really stressful, etc. We're building a really nice community here, too. Our guild is popping. We run guild events like this every Thursday. We just help out lower level players, get some levels, get some quests, or whatever. And we have guild meetings once a month after each big update. So after the Magic update that following Saturday, we're going to have another guild meeting. We'll be giving away gear. It's a good time. Got a stamina again. There are still healers. It was just done in a low fantasy setting before. You know, it's considered that they're but it works the same way healers always work. They heal. It was just like the lore behind the heal, or like the taunts, or like me healing myself. All that was just done in a way that was low fantasy before. The story of the world is slowly opened up to where we're learning how to use the power of Ember, which is the source of magic in this game. So it's fit thematically with the game that we've started as a very low fantasy game. And slowly, throughout this year that the game's been out, it has gotten more high fantasy, right? Cooler creatures and mob design. We've got magic now coming here on the 31st. We actually had magic before. We just didn't have it. We had some enemies that were casting it because they learned how to use it first. It's just been a really cool way. We learned about the ancient civilization that lived here before that had magic and mages and all this stuff. And now it's like we're moving in that direction, right? It's been a really cool way to do it. End game, right now, currently, there's not much of one. First of all, there's not many high levels. This is a game that takes a very long time to level up. Even though we're a year deep, there's only a handful of people who are max level. I've been playing it the whole year. I don't know Life It or Poop Socket, but I've been playing the entire year. I'm level 32. I just got 32, like, what, yesterday? Is there a chance we'll all be steampunk on an alien planet a couple years from now? I mean, I doubt it, but I also don't know. There are a couple of planets. We don't know what's going on them. I have no idea. I think this game's just going to move into a super high fantasy mode. That's my prediction. Like wizards, we get some cool races. Actually, the real shocker, guys, is we're going to leave this planet and we're going to end up on Terminus. This actually is the prequel to Pantheon. That's the... I'm joking. I'm joking, obviously. I'm obviously joking. Cross-platform. Yeah, this game is an only PC. This is a very small team. There's only 12 developers on this team. I don't think releasing on console is feasible for a team of this size currently. It may go to Steam one day. They said they'll be reconsidering that next year. But it's not even on Steam at this time. No extraction mode in this game. No. None to be found. Nor will there ever be. What's up, Sparrow? I was impressed with the first hours of gameplay. Yeah, it's a great game, man. And it does get better. It just keeps getting better. Not just as you level and you get more abilities and you start grouping up and seeing cool places and dungeons and you get them juicy drops. You start camping for cool drops and all that fun, nerdy stuff. Not only that, but actually the updates that come every month are super impressive. I'm going to say it again, too. If you know for a fact you're going to be playing past November 5th, it's free to try till then. Use my link. Grab up the game. It's only $20 right now. It's a steal. You do not have to have a subscription even. There's no cash shop. It's old school MMO gameplay. I just posted my link. But try it first. Make sure it runs on your PC. Make sure that you get those same little juicy feels I do before you spend the money. I hear EQ3 is in the making, but I also hear it's not true. Which is it? So the reason you're hearing both sides of that is because the official Daybreak had a meeting where they said, hey, we need to move forward with an EverQuest MMO. And it needs to be 80% old school, 10% something new, 10% old but improved. Okay, so that, in my old school, they were referring to EverQuest 1. So, yes, technically, it is in development, technically, but it's in the early, like, we're getting the money put aside for it, we're figuring out what this would look like, what it would be like, you know what I mean? It's not like, we're gonna get a trailer next week, you know what I'm saying? They're talking about a possible 2028 release, they're talking about putting aside $30 million for it in the beginning, with also, if you look, it says, we know we'll have to inject more money later, but that should get us going. Yeah, so it is happening. It's just, you know, it's going to be a while, right? So I'm still hyped because I can't help myself. It's a new EverQuest. But, you know, there's just not a lot yet. Dude, yes, this has... this game has a beautiful lighting engine. I absolutely adore the graphics. Like, yeah, some of the animations need work. I think they're completely serviceable as soon as you realize there's only 12 devs. I think it's actually kind of amazing. They've added some new animations over the past year, too. We've gotten so much content in the past year, it's freaking just not even feasible for 12 people to get all the stuff done they did. Yeah, 8 years is actually a normal time scale for an MMO normally, yeah. Depends on the size of the team, though. Depends on the size of the team, the amount of money they're willing to throw at it. Don't talk about percentages, Nathan, too soon. Yeah, I don't think Pantheon taken... I'm going to be honest with you. It's not how long it's been for Pantheon, because I know everybody's like, it's been 10 years. No, it hasn't. It was 2014 when they tried the Kickstarter, which was not Pantheon, guys. Yes, it had the same name. It was not this game, guys. Go back and look at that Kickstarter. That was a very scoped-down, low-scale version of an MMO that barely would constitute as actually being an MMO. Brad McQuaid just wanted skin in the game. Then he realized, oh, that failed. People don't want that. They want a real MMO. So then around 2016, actual development for what we actually, everything you think about Pantheon, that started in 2016. Still been a long time. The problem is we've not seen substantial progress in too long. It would be fine if we were, you know, coming up on 8 years deep and we had several zones. We'd seen all kinds of dungeons. We were seeing all kinds of progress popping off, and you know what I mean? The problem is that we haven't seen that. And so it's been a long time considering the amount of progress we can see. You know what I mean? There's such a small team, taking longer. That would make sense. Games, you know, ESO had hundreds upon hundreds of employees. Still took them 8 years to make it, right? So, I mean, it's not, to me, and I think to a lot of people, it's not necessarily the time, it's how long it's been since there was a major bit of hype, you know, showing things and moving new classes into the game and new races, and it's felt like a lot of resets. It's felt like move forward 5 steps, move back 10. That's what it's felt like. That may or may not be true, but that's what it's felt like. And until Visionary Realm shows us otherwise, we don't have a reason to believe otherwise, right? Yeah, a lot of people not happy with the graphics. I knew as soon as I saw those it'd be a 50-50 split. I knew it. And that's exactly what we're seeing. And the 50% that are okay with it, a lot of them they don't love it. They're just like, I don't care about graphics, or it's good enough, or there are some that love it though. That Meyer's coming too. I'll go ahead and hop over on him because he's a bad boy. Put down a little torch here. Great pulling, Argaris. Very squishy. People are okay with the graphics, hated the extraction part, so you can't land on it. It just fractured it even more. Oh, goodness. Sean Bailey! Thanks for the super chat, dude. Nathan, make sure you stream live when Magic comes out. I want to see. Thanks, keep up the good. Oh, dude, you can guarantee, dude. You can guarantee. Now, obviously, it comes out on Halloween, so when it gets in the evening time, I'll have to skedaddle because, you know, I got kids. But, all the way up until that point, I plan on getting up early. Patch will probably be done about 12 to 1. I'm hoping somewhere in that realm they'll get it patched and ready to go. Hopping straight on, heading straight to the academy, figuring out who's got that quest, gathering up some other people, and going and unlocking that magic, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then when we're back from Halloween, I'll probably do a late night because I'm going to be so hyped, dude. I'm going to be so hyped. I'll probably do a late night stream of it. I'll get up early. I'll be playing again the next day. You can just expect me to just be completely enamored. I've been waiting on that update for so long. But thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate it so much, man. What's up, Witcher? Magic Tuesday. Good to see you, Witcher. I hope your day was good, my man. I'm excited to be able to play the game with the new graphics and Escape from Tarkov meets EverQuest game mode. But overall, I'm concerned. That's a totally, absolutely normal way to feel. Now, an abnormal way to feel would be, I'm not going to even try it, even though they're about to give me access to it. Now, come on now. That's not fair. You got give them a shot. Let's see what they got. You just got an ad for the Wii. How are they doing ads for the Wii?
Who's running ads for a console 2 generations ago? What are you talking about? Can we hit up more houses from the trick-or-treating? No, I need the magic. I'll probably just be a walking advertisement. I'll just be, you know, my kids will knock on the door, trick-or-treat, and I'll see a computer in the background. I'm like, hey, I see a computer back there. Dude, have you guys ever heard of Embers of Drift? They just released magic today. Here's my code. Go try it for free, and then when you like it, use this link. I'll probably, knowing me, I get pretty obsessive. All right, you need to go. See you, Thunder Dragon. Glad you got to see Embers for the first time. At least a little taste of it. Door slam. I'm completely okay with extraction as a focus testing mechanism. That makes sense. What I don't see is how it stays that pure if they mark it as a standalone game. You know, I think that we're just taking the word extraction too far. We're just taking it too far. It's really just a time limit. I think somebody thought it was a good idea to use that word, right? Somebody thought there's a lot of hype on that word. I don't know who that person was. Whoever it was, they should be dragged out to the back and smacked around. Because, yeah, that is a good word. If you're making an extraction game, it's not a good, you know, I feel like this would have went over so much smoother if they'd have called it what it is. A testing mode. Pantheon Mini. Help us get this game to release by testing exactly what we need you to test mode. I don't know. Something. I'm not in marketing, but I do feel like that using... And that, yes, it does have some extraction elements, right? You get in, you do your thing, you got a couple hours, whatever. Do what you want, actually, turns out. You don't have to even do what they want you to do. But you're limited on time. It's really just a time limit added, is really what they've done here. They want bite-sized content to put you in the exact area they want you to be in. And then the quest is to try to get you... Uh-oh. That was not the game. That was my stream just lagged up. If I didn't lose you guys. And the exact quest is to try to get you to do exactly what they want you to do so they can gather the data for it. Or the area where they want testing to get everything nice and polished. Makes people think of survival games like Conan. Yeah, exactly. Or Escape from Tarkov, right? Alright, we're still here. Okay, at least I didn't lose you guys. Is it lagging on the stream side? I have a feeling my internet's being crappy today. I can see what you guys see just barely at the corner of my eye, and I see it. I've seen it completely freeze up over there. I may just need to load it. Sound is choppy. All right, give me a second. When I know it's safe, I'll reload 4K. It won't stop the stream. Give me a second. I'll do it right now. Let me switch over my webcam. See if we can get this fixed. There we go. All right, switching it back over. All right, we're back. Where did everybody run off to? Oh, they ran up to the camp. Okay. Keep it on this. No gameplay.
Yeah, I think my internet's acting up. Hopefully it was just an issue with my, If 247 is not successful, they don't get the feedback they need. If it is successful, instead of... I don't think so, dude. I disagree. Trust me, they are aware that people want an MMO, bro. Trust me. Joppa does not want it on his resume and ruin his career, never being game development ever again, to release. It wouldn't work. They're super aware of that. Like, it's not like there's some huge group of people suddenly showed up and was like, yes, extraction mode, right? Yeah, it doesn't matter if you pay the freaking internet bill or not. They hardly do their job. Ooh, I like that. I like that idea, Click, but no, there's not. But I wish there was. Now that you said that'd be cool if there's Myers dropping from the ceilings. That would actually be pretty cool. Oh, yeah, the stress he's under right now. Ridiculous. Better communication. It wouldn't have been so stressful, though. What's up, my real name? How you doing? No Bigfoot sightings, Click, unfortunately. Only the one that Bounty seen. That's still all we got. We just got that new job, man. Bigfoot is hungry. Where's he going? He was gonna go get a friend. Cave rat coming too. It's just a one-up though. Let me check and see. Oh, whoops. Let's see it here. See if that XP should be pretty good, I think, for their level. Ooh. We're working 16 hours a day. Oof. I have tomorrow off. I plan to play some EverQuest. Yeah, I have to do it before Halloween. Halloween is booked. Because that's the day of this, I'll probably do it... See, we've got BG Sunday. Probably do it Monday night. The night before Halloween. Something truly terrifying, right? Shadow Legends. That might be too scary for chat, dude. That might be too scary. What's up, Dwimble? We got our shortcake eating hero. $69% into 10. I wonder what he was when he started, though. Yeah, duelists are fun. You can spam heal while running away. Cortland the Dwarf. What's up? I'm curious how Embers' interest is affected by Pantheon news. I know I'm more invested in Embers than I used to be. I think a lot of people are. That's the feeling from my community I get. Some people still haven't tried it. They still don't believe me. But from everybody who has believed me so far and come and tried it, that seems to definitely be the sentiment. There's even people in the Pantheon Q&A saying stuff about, like, I'm just happy I got Embers. Anyone's kids making them go see Five Nights at Freddy's. My son and wife are so excited. No, you know what? My kids are fans, or they used to be at least. I assume they still are. They haven't even mentioned it. But I'm sure the day's coming. Just picked up Embers. Alright, Donkey Teeth. Get in there, get addicted. It's great, man. Try to find a group. Group up. Also, if you have a character in the game and you're not in our guild, give me your character's name. Even if you're not online, I can invite you. And the guild invite will be waiting when you log in. That goes for anybody. I will admit that for Five Nights at Freddy's, I did play the virtual reality game my kids had. Pretty scary, dude. Pretty scary stuff. Not even gonna lie. Skullet? I like that name. Alright, got you invited. If anybody else needs it, just let me know your name. Guitar Hero? Gotcha. Invited. Oh, cool. You're installing it now. Love it. I just know that Five Nights at Freddy's is because there was a Doom mod for it and people were asking how to load it up. Huh. Ooh, cleaner's up. Let's move in. Alright. Still a rare drop. But we got at least this chance to get that cleaner, get that healing rod for somebody. Got 4 healers in the group. There it is, cleaner. Alright, let's see if it drops it. One day I'll have new nicknames that aren't Lil Baby related. One day. You gotta do something even crazier. That's what you gotta do, Dwimble. You gotta do something even crazier so everybody forgets about the Lil Debbies because you've done something even more insane. I think that's the right thing to do. It didn't drop it, did it? Didn't drop it. It is a rare drop. Don't worry, guys. We'll probably see him again tonight. Put me to sleep. Wake up. I'll work on something in my evil laboratory. Tried playing Embers again the other day. I have no direction or goal, so I didn't last long. What level are you? It is a kind of, unless you're doing a quest, it is pretty open-ended. You kind of do just, kind of like EverQuest, you just go find something to kill. Find a group to go kill. You can run quests, too. Or, you know, you can gather, you can craft. You can just kill the same mob so that you're working on your freaking beautiful hunting log here. So you get new specs against that mob. So you get stronger fighting that mob type. But it's not like a... It doesn't have a path that just leads you down, for sure. Which I appreciate. Having trouble getting a group. I actually camped in Aquifer right now. Well, we would have totally got you in our group. No groups at your level? I've been seeing them... We have quite a few in the guild around that level. Especially with the... don't forget that there's the gel up, right? So if you're fighting things, you know... If there's a lower level and looking for a group that's like 13, they'll gel up to 18 if they join your group, right? You'll gel them up. And same goes for you. You can gel up to, what, 23. So there's a big range of activities you can do or get others to do. Should be. A big level range, I mean. Next year I'll send you Carolina Reapers. You can do the same challenge. Ooh. And he can't do spicy, and Witcher says even better. Dave doesn't do spicy either, and we did the one chip challenge last year. I mean, it almost killed him, but it was good content. Oh, you were with the full group. EverQuest Live has been fun lately. I'm like the only guy not multi-boxing. I believe it. I believe it. Regular jalapenos, get to 3 maybe. You're talking about raw jalapenos, dude? Eating 3 jalapenos back to back is, I wouldn't call that a joke. You're talking about raw jalapenos, fresh jalapenos. That's my favorite. I love spicy food. Taking a bite of a jalapeno when I'm eating almost anything is my mouth is literally watering. It's my favorite thing. I literally sometimes base what I want for dinner off of what a jalapeno would be good with. I love jalapenos. It's my favorite. It's not that it's so... It's not even that it's so hot. It's just that it's just right. You get a little bit of heat, and it's delicious. It's just delicious. I let the entire state of Texas down with my spice tolerance. Habanero pineapple sauce. I bet you it is. I like habanero too. I don't sit around eating those though. I do sit around eating jalapenos, but I do not sit around eating habaneros. They're a little, you know, it's not. It gets a little unenjoyable at a certain point with habaneros for me. At this point in my life, I watch them do the hottest pepper in the world, and. What's it called? The Pepper X, I believe. To even the spicy like experts that do that for a living, dude, it tore them up. They were talking about having like out of body experience. So one day, I'm gonna have to get one of those. The guy that invented it though eats one like it's just kind of nothing. He's explaining how it feels calmly. Without even being like, or nothing. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Jalapeno shortcake challenge? I mean, I would do that. I love jalapenos. I would do a jalapeno shortcake. Oh, all his seedlings died in the 1 to 50 late frost during our TLP challenge. Oh my gosh. That sucks that that's why they died. That was probably the weakest of all the TLPs that's ever happened in the history of EverQuest TLPs. I had fun, though. I had fun just because we were playing together, but, you know, as far as rule set goes, that one wasn't very appealing. I have Crohn's disease, so I really shouldn't eat spicy food, but I do, and I won't stop. Be careful. Yeah, Mexico knows how to do some good food, bro. No doubt. How can you pay your bills without working? Sugar mama? That's the only out I know, Witcher. Gotta find a good sugar mama. And, you're happily married, so I don't think that's gonna work out. We had to marry for love, right? So, go sleep in the bed we made. One of the most fun challenges I've ever seen him do here. I loved it. Oh, the one chip. Dude, that one chip, man, if it just didn't taste so nasty. I don't think I didn't realize how disgusting it was gonna taste. I thought deep down I was gonna enjoy it. You know what I mean? I thought deep down I'd be like, man, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be super hot. I'm probably gonna want to buy another one. Oh, that taste was so bad. Ugh. They claim the Pepper X actually has a good taste to it, even though it will absolutely tear you up. There you go. Mujin's in a good position to find a sugar mama. No, it wasn't as bad as the mouse. No. I'd take the one chip over that again. Yeah. Oh, feet pics. How's your feet look, Witcher? You got good feet? That's a good tactic. I like the way you're thinking, Alex. Can you run a Sugar Mama giveaway? I could use one as well. I mean, I don't know where they are. I don't know nothing about them. The Blue Chew Challenge. Oh my gosh. Alright, we're not going into the Blue Chew again. But the Blue Chew Challenge is a pretty funny idea. But we're not doing it. That's probably not appropriate. The Blue Chew Challenge. Nobody do that. It sounds like it would be very unhealthy. You're supposed to see a doctor, I think, after 4 hours. So, don't do that. Nobody try that. That is a horrible idea. Stop it, Domembo. It's enough. It's enough, guys. It's enough. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it just depends on what it is, right? Challenges are, I don't want to become a challenge channel. I think that's super lame. But every once in a while, something that's fun and fucking make it make sense with the game we're playing. you know, and I think it would, you know, be a good time. Hardcore EverQuest. Hardcore EverQuest. I think I'd rather do that challenge you were talking about. Spider eating? No. I feel like you can get in trouble for some of that because you're kind of like, you're kind of saying like, try this at home when you do it yourself, you know? Like, look, I'm fine, I did it. You know what I mean? I don't want to be responsible for some kid eating spiders. Jalapeno Popsicle Challenge. Or Hardcore EverQuest? Peeps Challenge. Oh, that's too easy. Peeps, dude? Those are meant to be eaten at a package at a time, right? Isn't that how everybody eats Peeps? You just cram the whole package in your mouth and until you can't hardly chew, and you just kind of let it dissolve a little bit just so you can even move your mouth. I think that'd be too easy. Ooh, candy corn. Oh, candy corn is freaking nasty, dude. That is the grossest. There are only 2 candies that are disgusting. Candy corn's one of them. But I can eat, if I have to, right? If so, like, little old lady offers me some candy corn, I don't want to hurt her feelings, I can't eat it. But there's one even worse. The ultimate disgusting candy in the world. You ready? Circus peanuts, man. What were they thinking, dude? It is nasty. What even is that flavor? It's... Look, circus peanuts are good to use like Play-Doh, not to eat. Candy corn is disgusting. My dad loves it. I'm okay with Peeps. I'm not like the biggest fan. You know, there's some people crazy about it, like, oh my gosh, it's Peep season. Like, that's a little ridiculous. That's a little ridiculous. But, you know, if they're laying around, yeah, I'll eat a whole package of them. You know, I see them laying on the shelf for too long. I'm like, nobody's going to eat those. They've been here for a good week. Ain't nobody eating them. I'll just eat the whole thing. Oh, you like circus peanuts? Dude, I think you might be the first human I've ever met that likes circus peanuts. Ooh, seafood is my stuff. Shellfish, bro. Mmm. I love some shellfish, man. All of them. All the shellfish. Crawfish. Freaking crawfish. Don't get me started. Love it. Delicious. Mmm. Crawfish broil with some beer, potatoes, and corn. Mmm. Shrimp. Delicious. Crab. Delicious. Man. I don't know anything about fermented fish. I literally don't know anything. I don't know if I've seen it before. I don't know if I've been within 10 feet of it before. I have no idea. I know nothing about it. Oh, we got named. Oh, we do. I haven't seen this one in a while. The Lassie. Here, the Lassie. Here, boy. What's that, Thalassie? Witcher's stuck in a barn. Take us to him, Thalassie. Any good drops? Sunken Locket. That's pretty good. Stamina regen. Plus 10 stun resist. That's pretty nice. Would 8 fish eyeballs? Yeah, I'd try it. Naked in a barn, most likely. try fish eyeballs. Why not? Oh, vinegar does make a lot of things better, I believe. My feet are beautiful, however, I did rip off a fingernail Tuesday MMA practice. Fingernail or toenail? I don't think people pay good for hand picks. I don't know. Maybe they do, though. That could be a thing. You could start a new market. Or maybe it is a market and I'm just, you know, oblivious to it. Super possible. I don't keep up with such things, so... Wait, what's going on here? Somebody in the Embers Discord said, hey, all new here from the YouTube channel. Nathan Napalm. It's the dude laughing about you guys going on about the butts and Anarchy Online. Dude, there's some big booties in Anarchy Online. There's some big booties. Oh, it's fingernail? Oh, you're good then, bro. You're good. I mean, feet. Depending on what your feet look like, dude. Who's to say it's a man or a woman's foot, right? Who's to say? Who's to know? Little Razor could maybe... I mean, I don't know what your feet look like. I have no idea. I'm just saying. Somebody out there may be listening to this and just take a look at your feet. Imagine, you know, shaved. Hey, I'm just saying. That's a market. I'm just saying. I'm not too big into deceiving people or anything, but hey, if that pays your bills, you know what I'm saying? That gets you through the work, the life. Wiki feet is a thing? Is it free to play? The game is free until November 5th. And then all you have to do is purchase the game. You don't have to have a sub. Joke. But anybody can come play Embers of Drift for free with full subscriber perks until November 5th. It was their anniversary event. To kind of celebrate the game, being 1 year old, Magic incoming here, so they wanted it to last a little bit longer than Magic, give people hopefully a chance to get there, unlock that Magic, get addicted. Oh, there you go. Oh, you mean yeah, we played a free server. I think Anarchy Online is free to play. People care about graphics will always complain. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. Fine with the graphics. What are we talking about? Complain about my combat animation, my last stream, and my comments. Oh, about this game. About the combat animations. I mean, they're not perfect. You know, if you're used to AAA games and that's all you play, you know, I could see you coming in looking at this game and not understanding it's 12 developers, not understanding how hard it is to make an MMO, how amazing it is they accomplished what they've accomplished so far in this game and what they've got coming. They just don't know any of that. They just come in, they look at it, face value, and they're like, what? Why does the animations look a little wonky? I can get it. I can see that. I can see that. I mean, I think they're fine. But I also play EverQuest. Still, in 2023. So, we're a special kind of people, you know what I mean? Wait, did somebody level? Oh, we got those Spaldrons. I don't know if you can still hear me, Gulu Gulu, but if you can, how's your group going? Everything going smooth? If you can hear me. And also, everybody in chat, please hit that like button like it owes you money. It helps this channel a lot. It says, hey, YouTube, we like this video. Maybe you should show it to some other people who like classically spirited MMOs. And then they'll come in, they'll be like, hey, what's this game? And I'll get to tell them about it. Visually, Embers versus Age of Conan. I can't speak on that direct expansion pack because I didn't follow Age of Conan that closely. But yeah, Embers looks way better than Age of Conan in my opinion. At any point that I've ever seen it. I think Embers is pretty, as far as graphics, I think it's pretty far up there. In my personal opinion, it's pretty far up the list. I would say ESO looks better. I would way rather play Embers, but I'm just saying I think ESO looks better visually, especially on PC. With max graphics, that is a really beautiful game. But once again, I also like to say that I started playing Skyrim again for like the 5,000th time. Because what else am I going to do when I'm trying to chill out? I think I like Skyrim's graphics better than ESO's. Now you could say, yeah, but it's a single player game. I know. But I just, sometimes I'll be playing ESO and I'll think it's the best graphically Elder Scrolls. And it is a little stylized in the way, you know, the characters look. A little bit. And I gotta say, I prefer Skyrim's graphics. Yeah, ESO is just a game I can play every once in a while. I can have fun with it, right? But it's not anything I can main, I don't believe. Those nudie mods. I'm actually playing on the PS5. Don't have any mods currently because it's downstairs. Sometimes I can't sleep. I come off the stream, I'm trying to calm down. I need to play something. And sometimes this chair starts to hurt my booty. And I got to go and lay on the couch or something and try to chill out. And I'll pop open a game that's down there. Sometimes it's a Switch game, sometimes it's a PS5. But usually not on the computer. That's not always true. Sometimes I do play on the computer. But a lot of the times I'm trying to chill, I'll go down on the couch. And Skyrim was sitting there on the PS5 all pretty. And I started it again. Moving into the campfire. Yeah, I'd say ESO looks better. I would say Final Fantasy 14 with the new graphics is probably going to look better that's about to come out. But that's very subjective because once again that's like an anime stylized type. What else looks better than Embers? I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe that's it. Am I forgetting some? I'm not saying Black Desert Online. I refuse. I'm not saying it. Not saying it. So don't bring that up. Any others? Couch gaming is a thing. Yeah, it feels good sometimes. How's everyone doing tonight? Just got done eating a good steak off the grill. Life is good. God is good. I love it. I love that. I love that steak eating, brother. That's when you know life is good. So busy. It was even hard to get into. Yeah, it is very busy. The UI, the combat, very busy. Oh, not Raid Shadow Legends. Quit trolling. I think that might be it, guys. So third best looking MMO in my opinion. In my personal opinion, graphics are subjective. I think it might be true. I can't think of any others. Been grilling all week. We know that the snow's coming back soon. Yeah, gotta get it in while you can. Nothing tastes quite as good as a good old chunk of beef of any sort that got a little flame lick to it. You know what I'm saying? A little flame lick like a ranger. Something about that flame, just licking at that beef, bro. Burgers, steaks. Oh, that flame lick, dude. Something magical happens. Something primal. You know what I mean? Something primal about it. Like you can get a nice, like, what are they called? A griddle? Is that what they're called? The like restaurant style to cook a burger on. Yeah, you make some good stuff on it. Don't have that flame lick taste though. Don't have that flame lick taste. That mesquite smoking. Oh. I need that fire beetle eye, right? Oh, I lick beef, bro. I lick my beef. Heck yeah. I love some beef, bro. I'm a meat fan. You know how people roast hot dogs at the fire, over the fire? We like to buy steaks and cut them into strips and roast them over the fire. I could do that. I could do that. I wouldn't want it in the fire very long. Just get in there long enough to where you hear it singeing, then pull it out, eat it. I like it. I like it. I like it very, very, very rare. He's getting a treasure. Oh. Someone getting hit. Who's getting hit? Oh, I thought that was Argaris up there. My bad. We're back. Put down a little light. Yeah, I like to hear the last move right before I take a bite. Yep. I mind rare to medium rare. Like medium rare, but prefer to err on the side of rare. Yeah, I like it as rare as you can go, dude. I just like it to be singed a little bit. Just singe that very, very outerest layer. And it's time to eat. I built a picnic table with a charcoal grill in the middle. We each get a plate of raw food. We marinate it, and then, oof, yeah, throw it right there. Love it. Love it. Retro game night was fire. Yeah, glad everybody had fun. That was a good one. We had a lot of fun. That was cool. I love doing the, I love going through those classic games with people. It's so much fun. Especially the recommendations, like that Sega Genesis Doom game, dude. That was awesome, man. That was a cool game. I'm gonna go back and play the crap out of that. Oh, he interrupted my freaking torch. Anybody close to leveling? Oh! Somebody leveled as I was typing that. Who got that level? Who was that? Was that Hysteria? Yeah. Congrats, Hysteria, for the ding! 1 to 2% per kill, that's not bad. For how quickly they're dying. But I don't think it is. Sounds good to me at my level. If you haven't played it, you should try Pirates Gold on Genesis. I've heard of that game, but I don't think I have played it. Donkey Teeth, I sure can. If I missed anybody else that needs a guild invite, please just retype it. I'm not ignoring you, I just might have missed it. Alright, got you an invite, Donkey Teeth. You should have a, you should see it up on the envelope up on the top right in your notifications to be able to join. 1 to 2% per kill, those were the good old days, yeah. Yep, that was the good old days. When you logged on and was like, yeah, if I get a party, I might level. Now it's like, if I get a party, I might get 10%. Actually, it's not too bad for me. I absolutely, that one day, I almost got a full level in a day. So, I mean, we played like 12 hours, but still. And I do enjoy that this game is sort of leveling. I'm not complaining. I'm just joking. I love it. I'm sick in the head. I think it's awesome. Cleaner! We got another chance. We got another chance at the cleaner. Come on. Drop that healer rod. Come on. We can do this. Oots spicy cheese balls. The Oots chips are amazing. Hands down, delicious. Yeah, the night of the chew. Yes, indeed. Oh wait, it dropped! That was it! Okay, it hasn't rolled yet, has it? Let's see who wins this. Mrs. Awesome! Mrs. Awesome wins the rod! Woo, woo! It's kind of a rare drop. That's super cool. Kane got the rod at the monthly giveaway, which we're going to be doing another one here after the 31st, whatever that following Saturday is. Let me ask him, can you link it so I can show to chat? If they'll link it, I'll show it. There it is. Glowing Rod. Stats are plus 12 healing and plus 10 to mental debuffers. This is a level 15, bro. Plus 12 to healing. That's epic as crap. Thank you, Sean. Question. What happened to the Batcave? Also, is there a final boss of these dungeons? Or are these dungeons? And is there crafting in a drip? Okay. Thanks for the super chat, Sean Bailey. I really appreciate it. What happened to the Batcave? There is a bat cave with the grub bats in it. I assume an Ember Vein is what you're talking about. It's in North Shore. It's usually when you run out of New Haven City, you make a left and you're running towards Meadowlands zone line, and there'll be some mist over on the right before you get to the zone line, and it's usually back in there is how you get to it. We've been there a couple of times. That bat cave is very difficult, though. Be careful if you go in there. It is, it's brutal in there. It's brutal. Go in there with a good, hearty party. And yes, there are bosses in the dungeons. Not final bosses, because the dungeons aren't like instances. They're not like it's not like a World of Warcraft dungeon. It's more like an EverQuest dungeon, where the bosses have, they're named, and they have good drops, like that rat we killed. That was a named rat. It dropped the rod. There are ones like that. There are also, in the game, there are harder bosses that are more unique. But typically in a dungeon, it's just a named creature that has good drops. And they can spawn in different locations in the dungeon. So you got to kind of dungeon crawl your way through and look for them. Woo! And thank you so much, Sean, for that super chat. Hopefully I answered your question. This is a dungeon. There are two types of dungeons in this game currently. There are Ember Veins, which that's the ones I was talking about. They can kind of pop up in different spots of the world map. Kind of like that bat dungeon. That is an Ember Vein. Then there are also just dungeons. This is just a dungeon. It's always in the same spot. We come here. It's near the lake. We go down into the dungeon, right? It's always here. Ember Veins have a chance for every mob to turn ashen, which is the source of magic. It's also how you teleport. Anything magical uses that power. You kill those to charge up to get more of that Ember Essence, and that's going to be in an Ember Vein. Those are the dungeons you want to go to stack up and kill lots of ashen. Ashen is something that can happen to a mob if it's exposed to Ember. It can turn ashen. Hopefully that answers your question. There are dungeons that are Ember Veins, and there's dungeons that are just always in the same spot. Kind of dungeon. What's worth? I feel like they toned down the ant-EV. Because we went there on Pantheon Plus, it wasn't too bad. Whoa, Todd Texan! Thank you, Todd Texan. Welcome, you are now a member of NAPALM. Thank you very much, Todd Texan. Welcome to the family. Thank you so much for joining the channel. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. It does answer the question. All right, perfect. Yeah, I think we went to the Batcave recently and got our butts stomped. We went to the ant-EV with Pantheon Plus. Wasn't too bad. I think they've toned it down. Welcome to the family, Todd Texan. Get your name added to the thank you list. I really appreciate it. And thank you, Sean Bailey, for that super chat. Been watching you for about 5 years. Figured it was long overdue. Oh, man. An OG, then. An OG to the channel, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, bro. Everybody's all confident until they add a level 50 ant-EV that also is a hedge mage. Or a hedge mage. That's so true. Yeah, nobody's confident then, bro. Zants, dude, that's still probably, actually, as far as survival rating goes, the scariest mob in the game. It's not the scariest looking mob in the game. What is the scariest looking mob? Maybe the Muck Rippers? I don't know, dude, those Shriekers. I'm gonna go with the Shriekers as the creepiest, scariest looking mob. I would go with Slagjacks, but I do feel like the Shriekers are actually scarier looking. Haven't really got to go farm those yet, but soon. We're almost there. I do, next time we get a high group together, I do want to go farm some Drolsks. Those are cool mobs. Slags are pretty freaky, yeah. But I think the Shriekers are even worse, man. That is a creepy rat people. The Ratkin. The Ratongas. But they're creepy. Nobody goes near the anthills even with the full group. Yeah, I never see a group farming ants. We tried it a couple of times back when we didn't know any better. We learned. We learned very fast. Snatch scales look cool. Yeah, I agree with that. Most inappropriate name. That Vagabond's giving us trouble. I'm about to spit on it. Hang on. Oh, shoot. I spit on the wrong one. Okay, I'm going to smack it then. There we go. It's on me. Let's lay down another light. Thanks for the sub, and that reminds me, please hit that like button like it owes you money. And if you like MMOs, you like RPGs, please subscribe. It's what we do all day, every day. Sean with another super chat. I know it's a PC game, but how come I'm just knowing about this game when it came out? I love the fight mechanics, completely different. Probably just because it's an indie title, Sean. You know what I mean? It's an indie title. They don't have a huge, like, advertising budget. It's not on Steam. You know, it's a little under the radar. I would guess there's at least 5,000 people that would absolutely love this game but don't even know about it or don't realize it's as good as it is. I would say there's at least 5,000 people, probably a lot more, in my community that watch my videos that just don't realize how cool this game is, or that they don't realize it's for them. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best to try to get people to realize it. I could go completely redonkulous crazy about it, but unfortunately, I'm in a position where since I do have an affiliate link and I do get paid when people buy it, I can't go completely bonkers, or it will look like I'm shilling for money, which I'm not. Obviously, I play a game all the time. I love the game. But if I go completely bonkers about it, so I just like to, you know, when there's an update, like when Magic comes out, I'll definitely release a video. I'll definitely talk about how awesome this game is, why it's so awesome. I'll be streaming it. I'll make another video when the new Dungeons comes out. I'll make a new video when the Epic Weapons come out. You know, like, as things progress, I'll continue making videos, and slowly but surely, more and more people are going to learn about the game, and they're going to see how awesome it is, and how it's the classically spirited MMO they've always wanted, and the things that maybe aren't in the game yet that they want are coming. And we'll continue to see this population grow. Nathan has brought more people to Embers than any other streamer. I believe that's true. I believe that's true. Don't know if I'll be 20 before the 31st, but this helps. Yeah, you'll be closer, though. You'll be closer. Thank you so much, Sean Bailey, for that super chat, man. I really appreciate it. It's been helping, too, that people have been hitting that like button like it owes them money. That's been helping get more people to get recommended. And then they get in here, and they're like, what the heck is this? And I tell them, and it's good news for us that we got a game like this that we can play right now, fully launched, level 1 to 50. Tons of dungeons, tons of zones, big wide open zones, tons of quests, tons of secrets that nobody's even discovered yet. Tons of classes that nobody's even made it to max level yet. Sean Bailey with another super chat. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate all your support tonight. I love your dance. One for the road. Don't forget the dance. Oh, I will not forget the dance, brother. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate your super chats, man. Thank you. It's nice just to have something to play. Yeah, and to call it home. You know, be here as this game grows. Seeing the things come out. Seeing the game get better and better. Hanging with the developers. So much fun. Because the developers just get out here and group people. I mean, we got a developer in our guild. A couple of them. Drenden's in our guild too. And Elloa, who just straight up groups with people, you know. So much fun. They do events. I love it. Alright, we're moving in. Where's that dance at? Where's the song? Come on, play the song. Where's your song at, Sean? Should be coming. Any second now. Laser nips? Yeah, we can try to get a little laser nip action, yeah. I think I know which one is. You don't need a song to dance. Thank you, Joe. Thanks for the super chat, brother. Appreciate you, man. Where's the songs at? Play that song. Let's go. It's lagging on me. Here we go. Go, 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 Thank you. Appreciate you, Sean. Thanks for your super chat, man. All right, now we're waiting on yours, Joe. And then we'll see if we can't get a little nipple laser going. I don't remember which button it is. We'll try it though. I'll pick one that I think is it. We'll see if I'm right or not. Did we accidentally leave our Garrus? Or did he just go way down in there? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this guy. I'm not sure where our Garrus went. Oh, he's just taking a break. I see him. Okay. I thought for a second we lost him. John Witt, let's go! And Kelp Crusader. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Kelp Crusader. Thank you, John Witt. Great commentary on Pantheon today. Embers is saving us right now. It really is, Kelp Crusader. That's the way I definitely feel. Like, you know how upset I would be? You know, freaking upset I'd be about all this stuff if I was 100% just counting on Pantheon to be my fix. Dude, I would be so upset, bro. But I still am upset, but I'm okay. I'm willing to just be like, yeah, whatever. You know, get it when you can, you know. Much more, you know, less eggs in the basket kind of feeling, you know what I mean? I still think it's a crying out shame that we didn't get better communication, but it's easier to digest because, honestly, Embers is looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. The future's looking even better. Got developers that listen, take in player feedback, apply it appropriately, bringing out big, super awesome patches every month, always exciting things around the corner. Like, man, I can't even imagine what we're going to get in 2024. Yeah, he made it to years before release, yeah. Didn't shock me at all. Didn't shock me at all. Well, the thing was, they said, how long is it going to take if you don't get, you know, if you don't get, you know, a substantial amount of, you know, funding, more. Because it's not like they can't release a game, it's just going to take longer, they won't be able to hire more people, right? Same story it's always been. In which case, he sat there and thought about it for a minute. I think he was crunching a couple of things together, and he said, you know, years was his response, years. Which, I mean, I think we all knew that, at least deep down.
Go.
John Witt, let's go! Thank you, man. Appreciate you, John Witt. Thank you. Thank you, Kelp Crusader. Oh, here's all of them. Here we go. Now it's catching up. Thank you all so much. Appreciate you guys. You got a little behind on those, didn't it? Hearing it is different. Yeah, yeah. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Had missteps and bad communications, but I think the core reason everyone is upset is that it's been so long it doesn't feel like we're any closer. Yeah, that is why. That's exactly right. If we felt like we were closer, we'd still be swinging for them. You know what I mean? We'd still be like, nah, guys, it's coming. Like, because we would see the progress, so we'd be still fighting for them, you know? Like, no, guys, like, it's obviously moving along. We've got all these new zones and all these new dungeons and tech and examples, and look at all the streaming happening and look at all the things they're showing, but it's just not been any of that all year. It's been, got the graphics, got the graphic update, we got the new mode, which now that it's clarified, you know, thankfully by the end of the year we're going to get Paladin, That's something. Well, obviously I'm a little biased on that opinion, but I'm pretty hyped about getting the Paladin in before Christmas. That's cool. Can't believe they gave a date. That was a big step for VR. That was a really big... They gave a freaking date for something. That was a really big step. I'm really thinking that all this bad things... Because here's the deal, guys. The developers at Visionary Realms do not have any ill intentions, okay? I can absolutely fall down on the floor right now and tell you they do not have ill intentions for the game, for the MMO. They do not. They 100% want to see this thing released, be the way they want it to be, the way they promised, and for us, the community that exists right now, you know, us, to be extremely happy and play their game. There's nothing in this world right now they want more. Have they made some mistakes, some things that set them back? Sure. But they want this to happen. They really, really, really do. It's not, this isn't a scam on purpose. Not on purpose. So if things do go wrong, this hurts them a lot more than it hurts us, right? Like, they're done. They're finished, right? They're ponytail mad. You know what I mean? So, I don't remember where I was going with that. But anyway, I think it stands as is, what I said. I don't remember where I was going. Oh, I was going to say, so hopefully this horrible things is kind of the leak and how bad that was for them because it was released in a way that made it seem way more negative than it really was. And then they kind of had to try to fight that criticism that already spread all over the internet. It took them too long to give a response. Sure. But I'm hoping that they learned something from this. That it's just better to be transparent. Because then leaks have no effect on them, right? Because they're so transparent. Like, imagine if somebody leaks something for Monsters and Memories. It wouldn't affect them at all. They're so transparent, they'd be like, okay, well, we were going to show that tomorrow. So anyway, let's just go ahead and show it. You know, like, it wouldn't be as detrimental, right? And if they were more open and with clearer communication, more transparent, it's not like everybody here hasn't waited freaking forever. It's about time that we all just know what the heck's going on. All the time. The Beanie Man. I don't know. I'm not sure. The moon is always out. The big, well, technically that's the planet. We're on the moon. We're on a moon. The red one, I think, is also a moon. The blue one, I think, is the actual planet that we're rotating around. That's why it's always in the same location in the sky. That makes sense in my brain, at least. It's called the Eye of Ibex. We call it Blooper. Now, sometimes it may be hard to see. A lot of times you just see a really bright thing behind the clouds. This game does have dynamic cloud coverage. So sometimes the clouds will cover Blooper, but it'll still be really big and bright behind them. Oh, they gave a date for the Paladin releasing. They said before December. Sorry, not before December. Before Christmas. They said it'd be a little half-baked. Like, it's not going to just pop in the game and be perfect. But, they're ready to just start rolling out some classes, you know. Let us start testing them. Warrior and Paladin. I don't remember if they said both those. I'd have to go back and listen to what he said exactly, but I think they did. No, Christmas this year. No, this year. I don't blame you for asking. I don't blame you for asking, but, we've never seen the warrior actually being played. Have we? I don't think we've ever seen... We've seen the Paladin way, way, way back when Brad McQuaid was still around, etc. I don't remember the warrior being showed. Am I wrong? They've talked about it, yeah, but I don't think it's ever been in the game that I can remember. I can't remember that being shown. Was it? I could be wrong. I remember him talking about it. We did see the Warrior? It has been played? Oh, it's been so long I forgot then. It's been so long I forgot. Okay, my bad. I legitimately don't remember it. Like, I'm trying to remember. Oh, Ko got to play it that one time, didn't he? Yeah, because he was talking about how he liked the block ability. Okay. Okay, now I remember. I forgot. To be honest, I forgot all about it. Well, anyway. You know how they be. That's why people get mad at them. We're excited about classes that's already been in the game before. You know? We're excited about getting the classes back that we already had at one point. So this is why people are a little upset, you know? It's understandable. I do remember that stream now. I actually forgot about it. In my memory, I had locked that away as him just saying he was excited about it. I'd forgotten that they actually showed it. Yeah, they're not doing it on purpose. They had a refactor where they really did have to redo the classes. Plus, the iteration of the Paladin, for example, way back when that was, is just absolutely not the, you know, the vision for what the Paladin should do has changed drastically. Still some similarities there, though. No extraction mode, no purchase. Said nobody. Yeah, he did say he still is getting that Bard and Necromancer in before launch. He said that today. Here's the other thing. It's an indie game. Do we actually expect all the classes to release well-rounded and fair? Do we really? I don't. That's not part of my expectations. I expect it to be an absolute disaster mess that they slowly fix. That's, maybe I'm the weird one, but that's what I expect. I expect that. I was looking forward to dropping in with the boys. An ogre with the parachute. I don't think that's going to be happening, dude. No, not to Embers. We're talking about Pantheon. I mean, it could happen in Embers. It could. They are working on pet classes. They mentioned that a while back. Oh, I didn't realize he had to go. All right, continuing on. Hope he got good XP while he was here, at least. Yeah, PvP's gonna be a nightmare. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, hands down, it's gonna be an absolute disaster. And I think that's okay. Balanced PvP. Psh, get out of here with that. It's PvP. It's supposed to be chaotic and crazy. It's PvP. So let it be ridiculous. I don't see the problem. I think the EverQuest people liked that about the EverQuest PvP. All 12 of them, right? Pretty sure that they liked that. I'm not being mean about people who liked PvP and EverQuest either. I'm just saying there's not a lot of them. Not in my community. I'm so tired of seeing things announced as complete and announcing that they're almost complete years later. I know, bro. A 16 warrior or a 16 warden to fill that slot? EQ2 PvP. I had fun with it, yeah. It wasn't very balanced. It's one of the 12, spot on. Thank you. I'm glad I know that. I wasn't trying to offend anybody. I mean, I was trying to be funny. I'm not gonna lie. I was trying to be funny, but I wasn't trying to offend you. like that little skylight up there. A little bit of natural lighting in here. The lighting engine, or the lighting in this engine is absolutely fantastic. Just look at all the shadows, how they interact, and it just looks great, dude. It's kind of crazy. Really tried to get into Embers, but not enjoying the low fantasy combat classes. Hoping there's some big changes with the second Magic update coming to Embers later. I hope so too, because it's not... That's the thing, if you're really just a caster kind of person, right? If you're into casting Magic like a wizard or anything, there's not really anything in the game currently to satisfy you, because we don't have that yet. I think the first wave we're getting here this coming Tuesday is going to help everybody else, but there's still a gap there for the people that like that, unless they're into other things, right? They're into healing also. The healing is awesome. It's going to get even better with the magic. They're into crowd control. I think the Brigand is pretty freaking cool. They might get into that. But if you are a caster and that's what you play, kind of like I like Paladin, right? And you're a wizard or something, currently there's just really not an option that's, I think, would make you happy. You could still enjoy the game, maybe, in hopes and waiting for. I'm really hoping we get something like that, though, with the next Magic update, which is only a couple months away in December. A Brigand Wizard. When are you going to play WoW Hardcore again? I don't know. I'm not sure anybody else... I'm not sure we can get the group together, is the hard part. I went really hard on Embers and EverQuest lately. And then, you know, everybody else has got things going on. It's difficult. I just don't know. I don't have an answer for you at this time, Ross. I mean, I could always just start doing it when I got free time. See if people show up and are still interested. Yeah, there's no wizard option for you right now, yeah. Yep, not yet. I hope in December we get that. I mean, I know eventually we'll get it. I'm hoping it's sooner rather than later. But I don't know for a fact. Not yet. As soon as I do, though, you better believe I'll be making videos about it and talking about it on the stream nonstop. Even though I don't plan to play one, I know how many people want that. So if it's important for you guys, it's very important to me too. And I'll be hyped about it for that reason. Because that's more people will come play freaking Embers with me. Plus, I want to see it. It's going to look beautiful to see a freaking fireball blasting through a freaking dark tunnel like this. With this beautiful freaking lighting system. But I think the magic will add some of the variety to the combat. I think it needs it. I think it's a bigger deal than on surface level it seems like. A potion throwing class. An orange ember fireball would be cool. It would look so sick, dude. Well, we kind of have seen something similar, right? That mob, the named alchemist. I mean, it's not a fireball, but he smashes down and fire spews up out of it, and it looks amazing. It looks so good. Are you doing more retro this weekend? Probably not. We'll probably do either EverQuest or Embers on Saturday. Because I have to do an earlier stream on Saturday. Unless there's some big news and end up needing to make a video. I plan on doing a early one because the family has plans for the evening. Wife's favorite holiday is Halloween. I love Halloween too, but it's her favorite. We're going to go out and do something. I literally don't take any time off, even to be with the family, hardly, unless I'm sick. So we're going to carve out like half a day on Saturday to go do some family stuff. And then Sunday, we're supposed to be doing Baldur's Gate 3 with the Cringe Gate crew. Oh no. Asmon? Oh, we're gonna have to watch that, bro. We're gonna have to watch that. Did he watch my video? What videos is he watching? Whose video is he reacting to? Probably Narc's. Probably Narc's, right? He's reacting to Narc's video. We're gonna watch that together. Save it, guys. Don't go right off. We're gonna watch that together. We're gonna watch that together. Ooh. And if he watched, oh my gosh, dude. Oh, it was the Narc video. Oh my gosh, the Narc video is so brutal, and based off of not entirely facts. Yeah, they are working on a pet class. Yes, they've been working on it for a hot minute too. I saw Renfel's thumbnail. Didn't want to watch it, though. I really hated his last video. His laughing and thinking it's so freaking funny, you know, with his first Pantheon video. I told you so. Like, dude, it's not funny. People spent money on this. Even if you don't like it or whatever and you want it to fail, what about all the people? What about Brad McQuaid? What about this was his final vision? What about all the people who were invested emotionally and financially? It's funny now? Now it's funny? I don't think it's funny. Even if it was an absolute dumpster fire, it's not funny. And it's not the kind of humor like trying to entertain you, even though the house is on fire. Let's try to make light of it, and you know, so that you can kind of swallow the bad medicine. Kind of funny. It was just like, I'm laughing because I'm happy that it's not doing good because I used to work at that company and they let me go, and now I have a vendetta against them, just like him versus Embers, right? It's disgraceful. It made me upset. Now, Narc is just reporting, even though I'm not a big fan, he's just reporting on what he's seen and heard, right? He just went to the MMO websites, read the news, and was like, oh my gosh. And he doesn't like Pantheon anyway, so I can more understand Narc and the way he approached it. I think he approached it fairly. For Narc, kind of based on what he knew and the knowledge he had, right? I mean, he approached it way more delicately. I'll say that. In my opinion. It wasn't good, though. It wasn't good. But I feel like he, you know, there's a part where he's like, you know, I feel bad for the people that's invested in it, and, you know, there's some content creators holding out hope, and, you know, blah, blah, blah. He said it in a way where it's like, well, there's some respect there, at least, for the community. Yeah, he did. Yeah, they had to let him go. I don't know the full story. I only know that because he said it on my stream before. That's how I know that that is the way it was. A Narc also pokes fun at Ashes, but that's really the game he's looking for and expecting to be, you know, the next big MMO, and it might be the next big MMO. Doesn't mean that our community will like it, though, right? Maybe we will. I'm going to play it. Me and Narc almost did a video together of his, I don't know the character's name. He has like an MMO hero kind of character guy that he used to do. He doesn't do as much anymore. We were going to do an MMO cop versus that guy at one point. It was in discussion, but I'm too little for that guy. I'm too small time for him. But we talked about it, though. I did not watch his last video, and I don't have any plans to. I watched his first one. And that was enough. I unsubscribed. I left his Discord. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I don't like that. I don't like it. That's just not a respectable way to approach any of that, in my opinion. You know, Pantheon to me is a little bit more than just some game. You know what I mean? Because of Brad McQuaid's original involvement in it being his vision, because it's... Ooh! Amber Melon. Congrats! Amber Melon leveled up! Because Brad McQuaid passed away during the development, because of the amount of people I've met and now consider to be real friends of mine because of Pantheon, because of the great times I've had in pre-alpha, it's just not funny to me, right? At all. It's not funny to me at all. If something bad happens to Pantheon, that hurts. Deeply. More than any normal little project. PAX Day, I've been following that a little bit too. It does look beautiful. They're trying to do some pretty crazy things too. I've covered that I think I've one video, maybe two, on my channel. Yeah, there's a few devs from EverQuest working on Monsters and Memories. Oh, am I gonna stick with Embers of Drift? Oh yeah, bro, I've been playing it for a hot minute, dude. I'm definitely sticking with it. I only took a break because of Baldur's Gate 3. I took like a month and a half, maybe even less than that, off because Baldur's Gate 3, I was making content for us, playing it all the time, yada yada yada. I took a little break during that time, but I missed it the whole time and immediately came back. And then Magic got announced, and oh yeah, I'm all in. Yeah, we're a year deep into playing Embers. A bunch of us. Yeah, I love the direction this game is going. I'm addicted. I've been addicted. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm at that point now where I just love this game. It just is what it is now. Looks better than I expected. Yeah, for 12 developers, bro, this game is... It's impressive. It's impressive. Yeah, this is the MMO I expect to be my home for a very long time. So did Asmongold release a video about Pantheon, or what, did he react live and there's no video yet? Are you about to head out, Gullo? Yeah, I guess we should soon. Like, in 20 minutes, we should probably be done. It's getting a little late. We got a few dings. Yeah. Yeah, another person's got to go. Yeah, we may call it. I hate it because Runar was going to run all the way here. It is getting late. People are having to go. Yeah, that's perfectly okay. Oh, that's you, Joe? I'm grouped with Dupree, no worries. Okay, awesome. Sorry about that, dude. Yeah, what's your name, Don? I'll get you an invite. Sorry, I didn't see it the first time you said it. What's your in-game name? And I'll send you an invite right now. Oh my gosh, longest developed MMO scam has finally been exposed. Bro, it is not the longest developed MMO. First of all, lots of people, it's like every day that passes, they add another year to how long Pantheon's been in development. You know, I got people saying it's been developed for 20 years now. Like, guys, calm down. It's been 8 years, okay? I get it. Like, yeah, they announced a game called Pantheon 10 years ago. Almost 10 years ago. That was not this game. I understand. I'll accept it, okay? Even though it's not accurate, I'll accept it. It makes sense. Almost. Next year it'll be 10. It's actually still 9. Now people are like 15, 20 years. Like, guys! Every week does not add 1 year to the development time. It does get the clicks, yeah. That's what it's all about. I do plan another video, but I think I'm going to stick with my original plan. I was going to do an MMO cop reaction. And I think I'll take the new news from the Q&A and mix with what we already know, and I think I'll make a really fun video with MMO cop. That's what I think I'm going to do. Alright, well guys, thank you all for coming. We do this every Thursday night. Hope you can join us next time. Yeah, thanks everybody for coming. It's super fun. We're gonna look for this Asmongold video. Ooh boy, we're gonna react to it together. Oh boy. Let me tell the go good night. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. I dread this. Oh boy. Is it on his Asmongold TV? Oh boy, I see it. Launch develop. Okay, here we go. Alright, let's log out of Embers. Oh man. This is dreadful. Alright guys, let's see Asmongold's reaction. Oh, man. Oh, it's gonna be brutal, dude. It's gonna be brutal. I'm pulling
The
it up.
longest developed MMO.
Oh, here we go. Let me pull it over so you guys can see. Let's watch this together. For once, somebody else is going to react to Asmongold. That's never been done before in the history of YouTube. So here we go.
Scam has finally been exposed. This is about Pantheon, I'm assuming. Narc, I think, has had some sort of vendetta against Pantheon for a while. Which, like, to be fair,
he's right.
I can see why, right? I mean, the game is kind of scuffed, but yeah. Here we go. New Valheim update?
I mean, calling it scuffed at this point isn't necessarily wrong. He's not necessarily wrong. It is a little scuffed right now. I can't deny that at this point. I wish I could, but it is.
No, this would be a downgrade from Valheim.
Hey, what up, boys? So, Pantheon Rise of the Fallen has been a pretty big meme on this channel. Obviously, I've always thought of Pantheon as the peak of modern MMORPGs, that exploit their player base by showing a barely functional updates. Concept art, perpetual model redesigns, and environment overhauls without actually showing any real game. You know, that kind of thing. Kinda reminds me of Ashes of Creation, am I right? But recently...
I mean, see, that is the biggest problem right there. The biggest problem... Oh, yeah, we're reacting to Asmongold reacting to Narc. That is the biggest problem. Hands down. The amount of time it's been, like I said earlier, that Pantheon's been in development isn't as big of a problem as how long it's been since we got a substantial update to the development with progress.
The reason why I didn't like Pantheon is because the combat looked like garbage. It was basically...
Okay, this is obviously a guy who didn't play EverQuest, right? When people didn't play EverQuest or Final Fantasy XI or Dark Age of Camelot or any of the super classic MMOs, Ultima Online, whatever, they don't understand that the combat is more about the strategy and the group makeup and the nerdiness of all that, right? Like the stats and the gear, making things a little bit better and all those... They don't... To them, it's all about quick combat, twitchy reactions, right? Reactionary combat, right? So it does... I'm not shocked that that's why... You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't shock me.
It had the same speed as turn-based combat, but it wasn't turn-based.
He's not wrong.
That's it.
That's what we want, though, right? That's what we want. Now, I will say that Embers sped up their combat a little bit. It's still a slower paced combat, but they've sped it up, and I think they've hit that sweet spot that I hope Pantheon hits, where it's not super fast, but it's not incredibly slow, right? He's a WoW baby. You got to understand his perspective. Yeah, you got to understand that it just is different. MMOs just mean something different to people who started during World of Warcraft, etc., than it does for us old school freaking OGs. It's very different for them.
Has gone public about the true state of their game.
Wait,
but
no.
Before we get into that, our beautiful patrons and coped out the wazoo Twitch subs and I would love for you to grab yourself a Coca-Cola, because today is the day Pantheon Rise of the Fallen is being exposed with not only a recent artwork overhaul 10 years into their development, but there's leaks being published by all sorts of articles about a
Yep, I'm officially worried about the future of Pantheon Rise of the Fallen now. It's been a week of ups and downs for the potential MMORPG, depending on your viewpoint. Uh-oh.
spin-off game mode that Visionary Realms are putting a considerable chunk of their effort into. Yes, that's right. Pantheon looks like it's going to be another bait and switch MMO scam.
Now, that's obviously not true. It's not a bait and switch, okay? They're not offering us a new product or canceling the MMO or anything. I think but also you got to remember this video was made prior to the literal update we got today, okay? Up until today, this morning, public-facing knowledge can't argue with the way he feels.
With all that bollocks out of the way, let's begin, shall we?
And that's a shame.
Fall of Pantheon. Overview.
If you've been following my channel for any length of time, you're probably all too familiar with the mockery that is Pantheon Rise of the Fallen. All throughout 2022, it was a running...
And this is an update from 2022. That was like last year. This is an update from last year, guys.
Joke to mock the game in comparison to its younger brother in development, Ashes of Creation. But this didn't start because I'm a balding middle-aged man bitter about competition. No. Competition is good. This began because many people throughout the social media channels confused the two games. And Intrepid gets...
I mean, it doesn't look good. If you can just step back for a second and imagine, you know, somebody who doesn't follow Pantheon, who's not, like, invested emotionally or financially, and you're 10 years deep and you see this deer, right? You see that, okay?
The social media channels confused the two games, and Intrepid gets some of the flack for Visionary Realms' lack of actual development. And that...
dude, if you think this is Ashes of Creation, you are fucking delusional. Who the fuck think this is Ashes of Creation? It's not nothing like it.
Josh Strife Hayes made a mistake. What they're talking about, for anybody that doesn't know, Josh Strife Hayes he was doing like a stream where he was making models. And he was really in that zone. And he accidentally said Ashes of Creation instead of Pantheon. And that's how all that started. That's the whole thing right there. It was a mistake.
Really grinds my gears. The first topic I want to discuss in relation to this recent exposure is their sudden artwork change that was announced earlier this month. After the team went dark for 3 straight months, people who didn't spend $1,000 to participate in their NDA testing were left a little confused with what the hell had happened to the game, only for Visionary Realms to come out of the darkness with a 5-minute YouTube video telling everyone that they've completely overhauled the art style overnight, and obviously the community were not happy about it. They had spent their money backing a game that was going for a very gritty,
I'm shocked that Asmongold hasn't said anything about the graphics.
This looks like it's
Here we go.
This thing could be in Fortnite or Albion, like what the fuck? This is totally different.
Some scuffed Fortnite/World of Warcraft crayon-looking world trying to appeal to a wider audience. The whole premise of Pantheon was to build off the fact that it was for a niche audience looking for that niche EverQuest experience. If you look back at their showcases,
and that's the thing, right? Is like the game was always, in my mind, it was made for EverQuest Andes. It was made for
EverQuest Andes. That's me. Yep.
Like people that are too old to play WoW. Just straight.
Okay. Here's where he doesn't understand. We can play WoW, we just don't want to. But okay, he's got those some insults in. That's what he does.
Straight up, like for people that are like 47.
I would say, I'm going to take a little bit of offense to that. More like 30, 35 plus. I would say 35 plus.
3 years ago, you can see that Pantheon had a really solid art style going for them. It was gritty and...
Okay, that makes me mad that he just agreed with that, because he trash-talked that exact graphic update to my video. So now, him agreeing like, yeah, it looked better. Like, dude... I don't, that.
Worked well for what they were trying to achieve.
What did he just say there? Wait, hang on. What did he just say there?
It was gritty and worked well for what they were trying to achieve.
Can't understand
then, changing so suddenly, almost 10 years into development, is absolutely not acceptable and ultimately acts as a distraction from the real problem. A problem that has been apparently going on behind the scenes for a while now. You see, back in 2020,
Oh, there's
Pantheon
still
released a blog post about the state of their game that got a lot of people really excited and convinced them to pledge the 1,000 minimum price for alpha testing access.
Jesus.
This included a portion of my community and also Mr. Ko Carnage, who
750 or
invested
whatever.
a sizable amount of funding towards this
Yeah.
project.
The
The post
chats.
Played EverQuest. He was an EverQuest fan, right? I think
Yeah.
he was.
explained
Yeah.
that Project Fail, I've probably butchered that name, but it's the footage in the background, was to eventually
Yeah,
become
I saw that. Yeah, there it
Pantheon's 24/7 pre-alpha 5 testing ground. They stated that by the end of the pre-alpha 5, the game will encompass the actual feel of Pantheon and include most of its systems and a full progression path from 1 to 50.
Sure.
This quickly led to the developers publicly announcing that the whole game needed to be refactored from the ground up, and
Man.
He didn't even know that. He didn't know about
So
the
people have had
refactor.
to pay for this game 3 times over.
that led to the next 3 years
they're
of monthly
remaking it
development
multiple times.
updates. However, 3 years later, today, it seems
I don't know if I understand his logic there when he said people had to pay for it 3 times over. Anybody understand that? I don't know what he's... I don't know he didn't. I don't know where his logic is there.
all of those efforts that they've put into those streams, rigging the characters, the concept art, the in-game locations and models, have all been completely thrown away in favor of something, well, it's basically a giant bait-and-switch scam. And that brings us cleanly to the recent exposure.
I mean, I bait and switch scam. I don't really know if it's actually like
Yeah,
a
it's not.
scam.
Yeah.
In this case, I think that it's really just like you can't change the vibe of a game that much and then expect people not to be mad about it. Yeah,
That's 100% correct. He's dead on with that. I was not shocked that I called it the second that I seen the art style. This is going to split the community about 50-50. 50% will say I don't care about graphics and or I'm okay with it. The other 50% are going to actually hate it because it's going to remind them of World of Warcraft and other games they don't play. The refactoring is basically rebuilding the entire game. Oh, I see what you mean. So what he means is the developments, the spending of the developers, not that we had to rebuy the game. Yeah, he is partially right. It's not like they had to start completely over, but it is a big step backwards, right? Anytime you have to go back and redo stuff like that. One thing I'd like to mention, though, that a lot of people like to ignore is up until this new art style, like it or hate it, right? That's subjective, was that they have been saying this is not our final art style. We don't know what our final art style is going to be, right? I think, though, that when we got Ferret Hell, right, we really, it did feel like, now I have to go back and see if they said it or not, but it did feel like at least that environmental art was them saying this is the product, right? If they didn't say that outright, that was at least the impression that we got. Now, as far as character models, ain't no way you guys thought we were getting those. That ogre looked like garbage. His arms were too short. It drove me nuts. I think we all knew that a lot of the models were going to have to be reworked, right? And they've been talking about that for a long time. So there's some truth there. There's a little bit of, the original, we didn't think, maybe with Ferret Hell, though. It did seem like that we kind of expected that.
Of course people are going to be pissed off about that. It's common sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad project management? Maybe, yeah.
Not lying.
Websites such as Massively OP and MMO Bomb and Pantheon's own subreddit have reported some interesting leaks about the current state of Pantheon.
Yeah.
Apparently, people are extremely unhappy with what's been going on behind
there's me.
the scenes. I'll summarize the posts, of course. I'm not going to be reading the whole thing to you guys.
Somebody-
Come on, at this
thank you,
point, we all
Don, though, for
know how
reposting it for me.
typical Kickstarter scams go. The post explains that Pantheon Rise of the Fallen has recently announced it's entering its 24/7 testing phase.
Okay.
This sounds rather exciting for the game.
Sure.
24/7 testing? My god, that's more real than Ashes of Creation.
Yeah, and yeah, it is fart hell because that's what happened to it. It was a fart in the wind. It went and it was gone. So yeah, fart hell.
Get
True.
me in there. But what they didn't reveal is that the 24/7 is, in fact, not testing the MMO they promised, but it is instead a survival extraction mode within a similar vein of either...
Oh, bro, you know that pissed off those boomers. Oh my god. They would be fucking furious about that. An extraction game, a survival game. Yeah, dude, like, this is the last thing they want.
Dude, that moment when Asmongold even understands, right? When even Asmongold, who isn't even a part of this community, 100% understands immediately upon hearing this news that he did not know about prior to hearing that just seconds ago, immediately knew it was going to piss us off. So that's what drives me nuts about, like, the internally at VR. They are one of us. They definitely should have seen this coming 10,000 miles away. This makes it even more absurd, actually. That's why a statement should have been made immediately, right?
Yeah, we're
or
Fortnite
dark
now, guys.
darker. The players start in a private instance and you queue for a 1-hour survival match with your choice of either PvE or PvP. The game mode then drops the player into a random part of the zones that they've been showing off for the last 2 years, but converted to this new art style with a series of objectives to complete. This is obviously a hardcore game mode, and the developers are claiming it's all for data collection and to speed up development. Surely gameplay for a timed hardcore extraction game is useful for persistent, massively multiplayer online role-playing games.
Yeah, sure.
Right? However,
Of course.
this MMORPG is closing in on nearly 10 years into its development cycle.
So he's
At
pulling
no
up the
point did
unsuccessful Kickstarter. That's not really the start of the game, but okay.
Fucking years.
Not really, but okay. Close enough.
$50 to play it? Yes, it's just nuts, man. Literal vaporware. Well, like, here's the thing.
Not vaporware.
It's like, at least with Star Citizen...
You can't call it vaporware because people are literally... I can go play it right now. Okay? It's not vaporware. I can literally go play it right now.
There's, like, an update, and it's like, wow, look, we can go through the galaxy and there's no loading screens. Like, imagine, it's like, after 10 years, it's like, oh, here's a really cool playable thing that you can look at. This is, after 10 years...
You can play it.
You know? Yeah, that's the problem right there. It's like, if it looked really good, I don't think people would really complain.
I wonder if that's true. If the graphics looked really good, I don't think people would have... They might have taken it better. I think that, like I said in my video, the timing of this was really bad because of the graphics being this. Then you throw on this information about the mode. Asmongold gets this more than Joppa. The timing was really bad, but I disagree that the graphics looked really good, and they did this major graphic overhaul, and they announced it looked super realistic and super cool. It looked just like you imagined a D&D campaign might look in real life, right? It looked like Baldur's Gate 3, the MMO. We still would have been pissed hearing extraction mode.
Pledge to this game for their money to be spent on anything other than the game that they've promised.
Yeah.
The MMORPG Pantheon Rise of the Fallen.
Facts.
Many of these Kickstarter scams have tried this in the past. Camelot Unchained, Chronicles of Valeria, and even the most promising indie-developed MMORPG currently, Ashes of Creation. If anyone has any first-hand experience of these kind of spin-off testing modes, then it is most certainly me. As much as it pains me to put Ashes of Creation in this category, it is super relevant to the current situation, because Apocalypse was a colossal failure at...
Yeah, a lot of people were really mad about this too. Ashes of Creation did do something like this, and people got really upset about it.
Yeah, it didn't go over well.
Earning Intrepid any
It's closed now.
funding, and most certainly...
Yeah, it did not help them with any funding. I mean, they might have got some, but it didn't actually, like, increase their funding in any substantial way either. It just pissed everybody off.
Didn't do the game any favors for its public image. That's why it was shut down shortly after it served its purpose. APOC's primary purpose was to build the core systems around data collection, network structure, client delivery, and feedback for a possible action combat direction. And that was all collected and concluded in the first 2 years of Ashes of Creation's development cycle, and then followed up no less than 2 years later, where it was all highly utilized during the Alpha 1 period.
Well, they had the Alpha 1 period, but people said the same thing, because the Alpha 1 wasn't really, like, super good. So people shit on that, too. Absolutely.
I mean, it's a lot of...
2 years after APOC.
I mean, that's a lot going on. I don't know what people are upset about, but if there was some frame rate issues and something like this, I don't think that's too concerning. Maybe I'm just reading into this wrong.
Shut down. Apocalypse was
And
not.
yeah, somebody in chat brings up a good point. One of the main guys that was like the visionary for Pantheon, his name was Brad McQuaid. He actually died a few years ago, or like maybe 2 years ago. So like that was probably really bad for the game.
Yeah.
Straight up. That was bad for the fucking game.
Yeah.
To help speed up the MMO's development, like Visionary Realms' extraction game is trying to be sold as.
Yeah.
So, how long has this game mode been in development for? Was it made within the last 3 months when they went dark? If so, then why have they spent the last 3 years showing absolutely no progress towards anything, boasting
Facts.
huge strides towards their now scrapped character models and content? Or is this the game that Visionary Realms have been developing for the last 3 years, meaning everything that they've been promising us throughout 2022 and 2023 was never actually coming?
Not true. Not true. They wouldn't have wasted the limited resources they had doing things like this. They wouldn't have. That would be ridiculous.
And they've been lying to us this whole time.
No.
I bet they were probably just I think that the truth is that a lot of games make these development shifts, but the problem is that because this game is such a it has such an identity that's attached to it, and people fan fund it, that the fans that fund the game feel like they deserve to have the game be made in the way they want it to be made.
There is some of that, of
which
course.
is like, I can see why somebody would think that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And it's also, I think, just one of the uncomfortable realities of fan funding is that if you ask people for money, then people are going to think that you should take their money and do what they want you to do with it. It's
Right.
just kind of common sense, right?
Yeah.
Now, I am by no means a person who is super invested in any of Pantheon's intricacies over the years, and I apologize if any of my information is slightly off.
It's not
Hopefully,
too
my
bad off,
explanations
actually.
can give you guys an abridged version of the game's recent history. There are a couple of channels who genuinely care about this game, and I'll link their videos in the description if you guys want a deep dive about the community's current opinions.
Sure.
I don't think anyone denies Pantheon has been on a downward trend, stagnated on funding and progress for a very long time.
True.
And with
It has.
the recent
Too long.
leaks, the team have been forced to reveal their plans later this month officially, so you can be sure I'm gonna...
Yeah, I'll be sure I'm going to watch that. I just feel like Pantheon, again, there is nothing about the game that looks appealing to me.
Yeah, it shouldn't be appealing to him, to be honest.
The graphics are bad, the combat is bad, the style is bad, everything about it is bad.
Yeah, if Asmongold was excited about Pantheon or is in the future, to be honest, then they have went way off the rails. He is not their target demographic, and I don't want him to be. Would I like Asmon to at least admit that Pantheon's a good game for EverQuest and old school MMO players? Yes, that I would be happy with. If Asmongold fell in love with Pantheon, that probably would not be good for us, right?
Cover that. But if what this
He
disgruntled
just likes
Pantheon
things different than we
community
do.
is saying is actually real, I think that will spell the final end for this long, painful, and embarrassing attempt at bringing back the EverQuest
It is a little
style
embarrassing.
of gameplay.
It is a little
But hey,
embarrassing.
at least EverQuest 3 has been
It
announced
is
recently.
Oh boy, it is brutal, no doubt. But it is also true. It is embarrassing, especially this year, right? I feel like this year has been super embarrassing. Look at the other content creators and how many of them have pulled back, right? And it's because we are getting secondhand embarrassment, right? Because we've been pumping out content about this game, hyping people up because we were hyped about it. We've, been sharing our excitement online, and it's embarrassing. it's not just embarrassing for Pantheon, it's embarrassing for us as content creators, and it's just it hurts our reputation too, right? It hurts the entire MMO genre. You know, kickstarting programs or kickstarting MMOs for the future. It is bad. It is bad. Let's see what joke he makes about EverQuest. I'm gonna back it up a little bit. Hang on, I want to hear the whole joke here. I know he's about to say something funny.
Attempt at bringing back the EverQuest style of gameplay.
Jesus,
but
that's
hey,
brutal.
at least EverQuest 3 has been announced recently, right? I'm sure you can all go and enjoy that instead, because you're high
On copium.
on copium.
Yeah. All right. Let's see if Asmongold has any final
This
thoughts.
is the average Pantheon enjoyer, right?
Oh, stop it.
Yeah, the average bro. It's gonna come out. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be just like 1997 again. It's gonna, it's gonna completely change everything. Yeah, it's gonna kill WoW. Yeah.
Literally none of us are saying that, but okay. He's entertaining.
EverQuest is
He's entertaining
gonna be
people.
back. WoW is gonna be dead again. That's what's gonna happen.
Literally nobody wants Pantheon to kill WoW.
But yeah, 100%, man. There's the video right there. Oh my god. I think that the people that are getting involved with this game, make sure to give it a like. Narc makes good videos about these other games too. I wish he'd do more of these. I love them. Pantheon, it just doesn't, like, there's nothing about the game, like I said. There's nothing about it that looks appealing.
To you.
Nothing whatsoever.
To Asmongold, sure.
And I am amazed that so many people, like, wanted to back the game and support it. And I wish it wasn't like that. I wish it wasn't. But, like, I guess I'm not the target audience, which is fine, right?
He's not,
but I think they should make Pantheon for, like, in a weird way, Pantheon should be a game. If I like Pantheon, then that's a bad thing.
Wow.
Because I don't like that style of game. And
Asmongold is smart, guys. I know that a lot of people on this channel don't like Asmongold. I can't believe, like, that's a lot of self-reflection. And you know what I mean? Like, that takes an intelligent person to just say what he just said. If I'd have known he was going to say that, I wouldn't have done the big speech. I didn't realize he was going to actually say that himself. But, like, he's a smart guy. To be smart, to be intelligent enough to understand what he's saying right now is impressive to me.
It was not meant for people like me. It's meant for, you know, people 10 years older than me or 5 years older than me. It's made for an older audience that used to play those old RPGs back in the year 2000 or something like that.
1999, yeah.
So it should be made for those people. So, yeah.
Dang. When Asmongold is based, dude. Oh, my gosh. I actually like that video. I actually really like that. I'm hitting a like on an Asmongold video. I like that video. I legitimately cannot deny that based on when that video was made, you know, pre-yesterday, right, that both Narc, like I said, I'd already seen the Narc video. I watched it once, but it was really late, but I did know enough, I did remember enough to know that, like, he was fairly less aggressive than normal. But Asmongold's take on that was really good. And he's right. It shouldn't be for people like him. It's for people like us. And does Visionary Realms remember that, right? Do they really, really understand that they are a niche product? Do they understand that they're not going to attract Asmongold, right? They're not going to. They're not going to attract a Narc. Those people are going to like and play something else. Either going to continue playing World of Warcraft for the rest of their lives like we do EverQuest, or they're going to move on to something like Ashes of Creation. Whereas people like us, we have Embers now. Embers still has a little while to go before it gets to the full-on, like, caster classes, pet classes. You know, they got some room to grow. They need more variety in mobs still, even though they've come a long way. They need more variety in dungeons, which we're about to get 2 unique dungeons. That's gonna help. But they do need things, right? It's not all the way there yet. It just feels promising that they're gonna get there because they give us dates. They deliver on those dates. They tell us what they're working on. Then they give us those things exactly when they say they're gonna get them. I only watch Asmongold reaction when Nathan's reacting to Asmongold's reaction videos. Yeah, so pretty good though, guys. That was a good watch. I'm glad we did decide to watch that live. I'm actually really happy that you guys suggested and we watched that because he's dead on. That was it was accurate. It was 100% accurate. Pantheon's taking too long. It hurts my freaking feelings that we're at the state that we're at when we should be several years ahead of where we are right now. We should be in alpha, in the real alpha, and we should be playing Pantheon, the MMO. We 100% sure. Now, the MMO bite-sized little chunk nuggets that we're going to get, I'm okay with it, but I'm only okay with it on the promise that we get progression, that we get moving, that things start happening, that we start getting Pantheon, getting updates, getting more transparency. Let us stream it, let us show it off, let us make content on it, open up the NDA a little bit, and also the developers need to show us what they're working on. They need to show us what's in the pipeline, what's happening, what's going on. Where is the freaking flow of things into the game, right? And if they don't provide that after the 24/7, after this testing phase with the art changes, then I'm sorry, they're just liars. Then they're just liars. No Guild Wars 2 icon ever again. Pantheon followers will not like the 24/7 mode, and it is true, of course. Now, the way that it is, now that we have all the information, go watch my video if you haven't already. It's a little bit more digestible. Not for everybody, but at least it makes sense now that it is a very specific testing tool that possibly they will use for PvP Battlegrounds type for the real game, right? Maybe, if it goes over well, etc. All right, well, that's what we got. Thanks, everybody, for coming out tonight. Hope you had fun. We do this Embers of Drift Noob Night on Thursday nights. We try to help out low levels, go out and do a quest or get some XP or whatever. So come back. And tomorrow is EverQuest Day. So we'll be doing some EverQuest Quorum, if I can get a group together. Well, and then later in the evening, we'll be... wait a minute. Sparrow has book club tomorrow. So we will be doing Quorum tomorrow, and then later in the night, we'll do some more Embers. I'll see if we can't get a group together, go kill some Drolsks. I haven't gotten to do that yet, so it'll be a new camp for me. Yep, it's getting late. Everybody have a good night. Thanks for checking me out. They're going to have Blue Chews and Pantheon. That's right. It's going to be in the cash shop. Thanks, everybody. Everybody have a great night. I will see you guys later. Have a good one. Until next time, my friends, God bless and happy gaming. Bye.